today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Our scoreless game, well, may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The numbers for Mixon last week, 13 carries. Mixon again, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season, and the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st down, Lance. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lance to the right side and complete to Metcalf.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the...
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
We got this.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 10 carries, 52 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight end, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he is out of bounds Jones, but not before he's inside the 30. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Lance now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in.
Aaron Jones.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Burrow will throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. They will find Davis. That's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2, ready?
Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this 1st quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. But still, a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a 1st-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system. But still, a nice spot to be in.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. First down. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the delay, it's Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now it's Burrow staying on his feet. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Micah Parsons coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Bengals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Well, the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
'Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Lance. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And Lance now to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Lance looks to throw again.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Lance looking to throw it.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. The lead is down to a field goal. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Quinnen Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Burrow on first down. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
On second down now. Mixon, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow escapes the sack. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bengals. Robert Tunyon. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again, you know?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Matthew Ioannidis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Lance's throw here into the hands of Moore.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Again, he finds Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And Lance going to throw.
Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Lance. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour right here in the Sunshine State, Carolina, making the trip down to take on Miami. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Preston Williams, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Corey Davis, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
1-1, ready?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Caught right side, Davis. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Throwing now. Burrow on first down. Open man here is Foster. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. To throw again on second down. Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New York ready to go again offensively. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff to Mixon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Mixon able to avoid him at the 40. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Burrow's throw complete to Foster.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And Burrow going to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. A gain of 6 there on first.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Lance. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Lance. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one is right through. And that gets him back within 10. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. So glancing at these numbers, I think they tell a story of, hey, early on he got hot, he got their attention. They've been able to hone in on him, shut him down a bit.
He certainly did get their attention, and that's the ultimate compliment for a player, that when you come out in the second half, all of a sudden there's extra guys around you, there are different coverages rolled your way. That means you've done something really well. Now it's up to him to make his own adjustment and find a way to beat the new defenses he's facing.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going to be caught by Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here we go. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Right back to Davis. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Burrow. taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jalen Phillips has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Burrow will throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And Davis has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Second down, another shot for Jones. And another tackle broken. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Lance. That completes it again to Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Lance looks to throw again. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And Lance now to throw. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Coup for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really